Ahoy there, kids. This hopefully will be a relatively quick video demonstration of how to create a fairly detailed but relatively simple window in SketchUp. So I've got a sample building here, just demonstrating that there's some layers already set up, just so it's going to make it a bit easier to turn walls on and off. Anyway, we're going to try and create a window in a hole in the wall at the far side here. So first thing I'm going to do is just add some guides to approximately in the center of that space. So I'm just working out the center there by dragging a guide, then dividing that number by 2, and it gives me the middle point, which I've done there. And now I'm going to make another couple of guides either side of that center. In this case, approximately just putting the height there, by the way, which is around about 2040, around about a door frame height, and then I'm dragging some guides, 600 mil either side of the centre to give me a window that's 1200 wide, and then finally a guide that's approximately 800 below that to give me a 1200 by 800 window that is smack in the centre. Now, most importantly, just checking whether this wall is grouped or not grouped, and I believe it's grouped. It is, so I have to double click that so I can get into the edit mode. I can tell I'm in the edit mode because I can now select individual surfaces. Tremendous. And so now I can successfully draw a new rectangle on that space, which will edit that geometry. You see? And then I can knock a hole in it. I wouldn't be able to do that if it was still in the group mode. Anyway, finished editing the group mode, so I'm going to get the hell out of there by clicking out of the group. And I can test that I've done that because I can see the blue line come back again. All good. So now what I'm doing is drawing the first part of this new window, which is to just draw a rectangular box over the top of that space. And now I'm just using the offset tool to offset by approximately 60. Doesn't really matter what size that is, it's just whatever thickness you prefer for the outside frame of the window. And just confirming what I've done there, which is simply just to delete the inside part of that rectangle. And now I'm just using push-pull to give this a thickness, and I think I've used about 120 mil on this particular example. And just showing that that's all it's made. I'm just turning the wall layer on and off just to show that. And now I'm basically finished with that part, so I'm going to group it, because whatever I do next I don't want it to accidentally connect to that. So that part's done, it's grouped. I group by double clicking it. And now I'm going to draw the inside part of the window frame. So I'm doing this in 2 parts. And again, creating another offset, which is approximately 30 in this example. And then I want to put a center divider, so I'm going to drag a couple of guides that are 15 either side, which will give me a divider in the middle of the same thickness, which is 30. Using the pencil there to draw some lines up and down. And now removing the unnecessary edges, just with the eraser. And I'll also get rid of the centers, because in this example I'm not going to put glass or anything in there, I'm going to leave that blank. And again, just confirming that that's currently just drawn as a flat panel, and I'm now going to put some thickness on that with the push-pull, and I've used approximately a thickness of 50 millimeters, that is there. And so far that's what we've got. So we've got an outside frame and an inside frame, and again, just to keep it all nice and neat and easy to select, I'm grouping that inside part. So I've got 2 separate grouped pieces at the moment, and just sort of using the move tool there to push that back a little way into the window. That's just whatever sort of style window you prefer there. Some of them might sit flush, some might sit inside of the outer frame there, it's up to you. And we're sort of just about there. And now the final bit, we'll be adding just an internal architrave around the window. So again, I've just drawn a new rectangle that's not part of any group there, it's just sitting on the outside of everything. I want this to be about 70, so I'm offsetting first of all from the original window shape by 40, and then I'm going to offset by 30 on the inside of that line. And this might seem complex at first, but you'll see where this is going in a minute. So I've offset by 40 on the outside, then 30 on the inside, which gives me a total of 70. And just going to hide those pieces for a minute so you can see the shape that we're making so far. And I'm going to delete the parts of this that I don't need, which will be the center and then that original frame. And then basically that's going to leave me with an architrave, which I'll put a slight thickness, which is approximately 20 mil or so. And that's going to provide an adequate illusion of a architrave going around the window. So group that together and go and unhide all the components, or grouped parts at the moment. They're not a component yet because I'm going to make a component in a minute. So that's the shape we've got, which is essentially now made out of 3 pieces. And the final thing to do will be to basically group all those bits together by just using the Shift key to select all the pieces, and then a right click, and that will bring up the option, in this case, to make a component. And that just making a component just allows you to put some additional information in. It also allows you to very easily duplicate this. So I'm just typing in some other details that could be helpful later on in the process. And that is just about that.